Hi and welcome to the Caregiver's Voice, and today we're going to have an amazing conversation about a cancer survivor. You can't keep watching. Stay on. So my guest today is Dennis Milane. Welcome to the show, brother.
Thank you, bro. Thank
You're
you
welcome,
so much.
man.
Thank you so much.
And we can't wait to hear from you.
Yeah, wonderful.
Wow, so Dennis, one of the stories I've had and you've ever told about me, but I wanted you to tell the world today.
Yeah.
How was it to survive cancer?
Tough. The first thing that comes to the top of my head is it was really tough. Chemo is tough. The cancer itself is tough. The stress factors go way up high. The external environment becomes repulsive somehow. You look for a place that can accommodate you because your moods swing from left to right. It's a tough environment to be in, and if you don't master the first, let me say the first 3 months, you are in for the long haul. It's going to be terrible to be able to get it back.
Tough.
Yeah, tough.
Tough times never last.
They don't
but
last.
Tough men do last.
Powerful.
We thank God for that.
That's a powerful statement.
And what I really like about you, like you acknowledge the fact that it was tough.
It was. It was. It
No,
was.
I mean, nothing comes easy, man.
Nothing does. Immediately I got the diagnosis. My doctor told me, he didn't mean so much with me. He told me chemo is going to be horrible. He put it to me flat, and I'm glad about that, because had he tried to sugarcoat the whole thing and then I'm trying to figure it out. So I approached the treatment from the point of view that it was going to be tough. And for me to be able to get through this cancer, I would have to be either tougher or back on and give up.
And I think what I need to ask you is, what was the mental preparedness when it came that this is cancer and we're gonna do this?
Well, first it took me by surprise, as I assume it would take any other person by surprise. But I've been through tough times. I think I was sort of prepared. I've been through a lot of late, before then, sorry. And when the news came, I didn't go into denial, funny enough. I sort of accepted the news first, and then it hit me later. Wait a minute, it's cancer. It's not depression. It's not things that someone can actually tell you deal with it. No, this was a case of, how come cancer of all things? But it found me at the peak of my spiritual awareness.
My God.
That is what helped me. I was at
Amen.
the peak. I was up. In fact, I can tell you now that I've not really got back up there, and it has nothing to do with the cancer. But it found me in the right state of mind. I knew that, wait a minute, I've had people giving powerful testimonies of what the physician has done for them. I was ready, man. I was ready to go at it. Yeah.
Thank God for
Yeah.
everything.
Yeah.
Give thanks to God.
Amen. Amen.
And we'll have to know about your experience with caregiving. I trust that this time you were sick in hospital,
Yes.
on bed.
Yeah.
How was it? Who was taking care of you?
Wow. Initially, my family was there. My family was there, and already the doctor had laid out the treatment plan. It was going to take about 8 months, and it looked like a short time to them, to myself. But as days went on, the first 8 visitors who visited me on the day I was getting the first treatment, it started reducing to a point that there was no one except the nurses and my doctor.
Sorry. So you ended up being alone?
I was alone. But you see, initially I found that odd. I was upset, of course. No one is coming to see me. But then I realized again, probably I'm being selfish. Do I want the whole world to stop just because I have cancer? And I was putting up this facade that I'm a tough guy.
Let me ask you.
And,
yeah? It's so unfortunate that
Yeah.
you ended up with a doctor only. Your family wasn't there.
No, I wouldn't say they were. I wouldn't say they were. My friends were not there, but that I can explain had kept my condition under wraps for a while. But even after everyone knew that I was going through that, and I kept giving hints on social media. Tomorrow I'll be at Aga Khan having my fourth, my third, my sixth.
So sharing on social media, did it convert on your friends on digital media coming to
Wow.
share in your illness?
No, there's something about cancer. You tell guys you have cancer and they disappear. That's my experience. I don't know about other people's experiences. What makes it tough is that in the chemo unit where I was, guys would come and you'd see a guy surrounded by, so many people. And I remember my previous life before I joined the church, for example, I used to be the guy, guys just coming to hang around you and everything. So it was tough.
So they all disappeared literally.
Literally disappeared.
Sorry, my
They would come once in a while, and then my benchmark was the other guys. I'm seeing guys walking in for chemo because you'd have a team, you have the same chemo around the same time, and they'd hang around. It's 12 hours. I don't begrudge anyone how long would you stay with a patient, but I would see guys staying with their people full time. Yeah.
Sorry for that.
It's okay.
And what were the lessons that you realized throughout this process about caregiving and the essence of caregiving?
One, without someone taking care of you, it gets tough.
Sorry.
I started off by saying treatment was tough. The cancer itself is tough. And now without someone there with you all the way, it gets even tougher.
So you're taking care of yourself and the doctor?
You're basically, the nurses are taking care of you. They've seen a lot. They've seen guys who are alone. They've seen guys who come with other people. And they try to condition you in such a way that you see a positive towards it. But this is actually, you told me a religious person. Yes, I am. This is actually that time to realize that you're not alone. God is right in there with you. And from that moment, everything changed.
Wow.
In fact,
so God and God alone.
God
I think
and
your
God
only
alone.
hope was not human beings, and it turned to be
No,
God. And
no.
God was taking care of you through all this.
I would say from the beginning, it was all set out that God would take care of me. And I put my hopes on God, and I had my faith squarely on God. He didn't disappoint me.
We thank God for that.
Yeah.
So just to wrap this up, is that what would you will your advice be to like all of us? I mean, at the end of this life journey, I mean, we may end up caring for our own partners, children, and everyone around our life. At some point, you have to take care of them, and because no one took care of you, what would be advice to people about caregiving?
You need to be there for someone. It makes a whole lot of a difference. I would see people. It's funny that the people who had the most people being there for them, caring for them, would end up leaving the chemo unit earlier than I ever did.
Wow.
That's towards the beginning. And what I can deduce from that is that it is seeing the faces you normally see when you're in the good times, at your bad times, that is able to see you through. I mean, if I didn't have God, perchance, how would this have panned out? It would have been difficult for me. Yeah, but it still worked out well for me. But I'm looking at a guy who does not have a support system, spiritual views to hold on to, and I'm wondering what would happen to that guy, for instance, when we don't take care of them. I do visit chemo units in hospitals in Nairobi.
Just on your own?
Yeah, on my own, solo. And I see guys who you just look at him and he's given up hope. And you ask him, when was the last time someone visited you? And they say, some strangers came and I was up there. But
so we end up in masses of strangers when
yes.
When push comes to shove and you're badly sick,
yes,
you end up being alone.
You end up
strangers, God sends, be you.
Yes.
Wow.
That's it.
Thank you for sharing your story.
Thanks.
We appreciate it.
Thanks.
Thank you, caregivers. out there, and anyone, all of us will be caregivers, any day in our life. And it is our hope that at that tough time, we still hang on to our friends, our family members, and all around us. It is painful to let go people who are in pain and in sickness, but we pray and hope that you will never experience what Dennis experienced. We hope that you'll show love and be available. We will be available for you. Hope you too. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much.